Hello everyone and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter Walton mows down Steffy in corporate tattletale move. Bold and the Beautiful shockwaves. In an explosive storyline, the Bold and the Beautiful pits two Forrester Creations powerhouses against each other, as Carter Walton steps up in a corporate move that could shake the foundations of the family business. By taking his concerns to Eric Forrester, Carter sets in motion a series of events that could see Steffy Forrester's reign as a business mogul threatened. Is this the move that turns the tide at Forrester Creations? Or will Steffy prove that family ties are stronger than office politics? Strap in because the CBS soap is about to serve up a major showdown. Carter Walton stirs up Steffy Forrester's curiosity. Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor is a man of principles, but that doesn't mean he's immune to the complexities of corporate dynamics at Forrester Creations. Recently, his decision to back Hope Logan Annika Noel over Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, in a major business pitch has raised eyebrows. Carter's loyalty to Hope's hope for the future, HFTF line has set Steffy on edge, and she's determined to find out why her once reliable ally is suddenly stepping out of line. Steffy, always the sharp businesswoman, sees through Carter's actions immediately. She knows there's something deeper motivating him. Could it be an infatuation with Hope? Or is Carter genuinely concerned about the future of the fashion house? Either way, Carter's move has sparked Steffy's curiosity, and in typical Steffy fashion, she's ready to dig in and uncover the truth. Steffy uses Finn as a sounding board. In true Bold and the Beautiful fashion, Steffy doesn't keep her worries to herself. She confides in her husband John Finn Finnegan Tanner Novlin about the growing tension at work. Finn, always the calm and collected voice of reason, listens as Steffy vents about Carter's newfound stance. Steffy can't help but wonder what's going on behind the scenes. Could Carter and Hope be aligning for reasons that go beyond business? Is there something personal brewing beneath the surface? As Steffy shares her frustrations with Finn, viewers get a glimpse into her mindset. Steffy, ever the strategic thinker, doesn't trust easily, especially when it comes to someone like Hope, who has a history of entanglements with her family. But this time it's not just about business. There's a personal element to the drama that Steffy can't quite shake off. Her instincts tell her something more is at play, and she's determined to get to the bottom of it. Carter's defense of Hope backfires. Carter's attempt to advocate for Hope Logan's HFTF line might have seemed noble, but it has backfired spectacularly. Instead of winning over Steffy, his support for Hope has only made her more suspicious. Steffy is no stranger to corporate competition, and she knows how to play the game. She's not about to let Carter's sudden shift in allegiance go unnoticed. In fact, it's only made her more determined to dig deeper into his motivations. As Carter continues to push for Hope's designs, Steffy begins to wonder if his judgment is clouded by personal feelings. After all, Carter has been known to let his emotions get the best of him in the past. Could his infatuation with Hope be influencing his business decisions? Steffy isn't one to let emotions rule her decisions, and she's starting to question whether Carter is fit to be a part of Forrester Creations' inner circle. B&B spoilers. Steffy Forrester faces new competition. As if the tension between Steffy and Carter wasn't enough, Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Steffy is about to face even more competition. This time it's from Ivy Forrester Ashley Brewer, who returns to pitch a new jewelry line alongside her niece. Ivy, once a close ally of Steffy's, is now a rival in the business world, and she's not going to make things easy for her cousin. Steffy's personal issues with Ivy date back years, and their rivalry is about to reignite in a big way. While Ivy may have the backing of other Forrester family members, Steffy is determined to keep her at bay. But this time, Ivy has a secret weapon: Carter Walton. Carter, who has been increasingly frustrated with Steffy's leadership style, sees potential in Ivy's designs. This puts him directly at odds with Steffy, and the stage is set for a major corporate clash. Carter sees through Steffy's business tactics. As the week progresses, Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest that Carter starts to see Steffy's true colors when it comes to business. Steffy has always been a fierce competitor, but lately, her personal feelings seem to be getting in the way of her professional judgment. Carter, who prides himself on being fair and objective, can't ignore the fact that Steffy's emotions are clouding her decisions. This week, Carter witnesses firsthand how Steffy's grudge against Ivy and Hope is affecting her ability to make sound business choices. Steffy's quick-to-judge attitude has led to missed opportunities, and Carter is starting to question whether she's really the best person to lead Forrester Creations into the future. B&B spoilers. Chaos in the boardroom. The tension between Carter and Steffy comes to a head in a heated boardroom meeting. As Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal, chaos erupts as Steffy refuses to listen to anyone who challenges her authority. Carter, tired of being steamrolled by Steffy's strong-arm tactics, finally makes his stand. He's no longer willing to sit back and watch as Steffy lets personal grudges dictate business decisions. What makes this boardroom showdown even more explosive is the fact that Carter isn't alone in his frustration. Other Forrester Creations employees, including some unexpected allies, start to side with Carter. Steffy may have always been a force to be reckoned with, but now it seems her iron grip on the company is starting to slip. Carter Walton gathers evidence against Steffy. Realizing that he needs more than just his word to take on Steffy, Carter starts gathering evidence to support his claims. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest that he digs into Steffy's recent business decisions, looking for patterns of behavior that suggest she's letting personal issues cloud her judgment. His findings only confirm what he suspected. Steffy is sabotaging the success of Forrester Creations for the sake of her own vendettas. One of the most damning pieces of evidence comes from Ivy's presentation. Carter sees firsthand how Steffy dismisses Ivy's ideas without giving them a fair chance. It's the same pattern he's noticed with Hope's HFTF line. Steffy's personal feelings are getting in the way of good business, and Carter knows it's time to take action. Carter takes his concerns to Eric Forrester. With the evidence in hand, Carter makes the bold decision to take his concerns to Eric Forrester, John McCook. This is no small move. Eric is not only the head of Forrester Creations, but he's also Steffy's beloved grandfather. Going to Eric means risking not only his job but also his place in the Forrester family. But Carter knows that Forrester Creations is bigger than one person's ego. He believes that Eric, as the patriarch of the family and the company, will see the bigger picture. Carter hopes that by presenting his case, Eric will step in and make the changes needed to save the company from Steffy's emotional decision-making. Will Eric side with blood or business? The big question looming over the Bold and the Beautiful this week is whether Eric will side with his granddaughter or with the best interests of the company. Steffy may be family, but Eric has always prided himself on being a fair and just leader. If Carter's evidence is compelling enough, Eric may be forced to confront the fact that Steffy's leadership is faltering. But this is the Bold and the Beautiful, and nothing is ever that simple. Family loyalties run deep at Forrester Creations, and Eric's love for his granddaughter may cloud his judgment. Will this be a case of blood being thicker than water? Or will Eric put the company's future first? What's next for Steffy Forrester and Carter Walton? No matter how Eric responds, one thing is clear. The dynamics at Forrester Creations will never be the same. Carter's bold move has set in motion a power struggle that could change the company and the family forever. Steffy is not one to back down easily, and she's sure to retaliate against anyone who challenges her authority. As for Carter, he's taking a huge risk by going up against Steffy and potentially alienating himself from the Forrester family. But if his concerns are validated by Eric, Carter could find himself in a more powerful position than ever before. The stage is set for a massive showdown at Forrester Creations. Will Carter's corporate tattletale move bring Steffy down? Or will Steffy prove that she's still the queen of the fashion empire? Fans will have to tune in to the Bold and the Beautiful to see how this explosive storyline unfolds. Carter's vow, Steffy's distressing call, and Deacon's suggestion for a match. According to Monday, October 21st spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Carter Walton told Hope Logan that he hadn't felt so alive in a long time and asked her to feel his pounding heart. Hope acknowledged that she wasn't prepared to move forward, despite reassuring Carter that they were attracted to each other. Carter maintained that he was not the same man as Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, Thomas Forrester or John Finn Finnegan, despite Hope's discussion of all her romantic turmoil over the past year or so. Hope also brought up the fact that Carter had dated Katie Logan, Heather Tom, but Carter claimed that their relationship was finished and that his feelings for Hope were completely different from those for Katie. Carter promised that he would never do that when Hope stated that she couldn't bear to have her heart broken once more. Carter grinned and kissed Hope to show that he was on board, but that Hope simply needed to take things carefully and keep their romance a secret for the time being. On Monday's B&B episode, Deacon Sharp kept talking to Brooke Logan at Il Giardino and expressed his gratitude that Carter was watching out for Hope at work. Deacon's only want now was for Hope to meet someone similar in her private life. Brooke admitted that she had a hunch that Hope might make amends with Liam after Deacon asked if she knew of anyone Hope might be seeing. Deacon was conflicted by that notion since he liked Liam, but he couldn't forget how Liam had alternated between Hope and Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood. Deacon thought of how Rich Forrester had handled Taylor Hayes and Brooke. Deacon made a suggestion that they might attempt matching Hope with someone, but Brooke didn't seem interested in that idea. Deacon continued to express gratitude for what he had done for Hope's line as the conversation shifted back to Carter. A few months ago, Brooke mentioned that it was Katie, the woman in Carter's life, when Deacon proposed that he could secure the best table for them. Brooke felt unsure now. Regarding Hope, Brooke maintained that any man would be fortunate to have her because she was a lovely, intelligent, and attractive daughter. The final scene at Forrester Creations had Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, on the phone with a devoted customer who was leaving Hope's line. Since Steffy wasn't seeing much dedication to the newest collection, she anticipated more negative news to follow. After providing Ridge with updates, Steffy made it apparent that Hope's line, not Hope herself, was the source of her problems. But Steffy thought that if she broke Hope's line with Ridge's help, Brooke would take it personally. Although hope for the future was a part of her identity, Steffy claimed she wasn't attempting to be harsh with her or ruin her life. Steffy doubted she was mistaken when she said Hope's line would not survive. Ridge and Steffy concurred that it was odd when the topic turned to Carter's peculiar advocacy for Hope. According to Steffy, Carter seemed to be seeing something that they weren't. Stay tuned for some intense animosity between Carter and Steffy, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Eric undermines Steffy and Liam panics. The Bold and the Beautiful predictions. As the tension at Forrester Creations escalates, our predictions hint at a shocking betrayal from a beloved family patriarch, Eric Forrester. With Ivy Forrester's return, the battle lines are drawn, and Steffy Forrester could be on the losing side. Plus, Liam Spencer's complicated love life gets even more intense, as he faces Ivy's advances while still desperately clinging to his hope of reuniting with Hope Logan. Let's dive into these juicy plot twists that will have fans of B&B talking for weeks. Eric Forrester undermines Steffy's authority. Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, has been a fierce leader at Forrester Creations, but her reign may be threatened and surprisingly, it could be her own grandfather, Eric Forrester, John McCook, who sides against her. According to B&B spoilers in recent episodes, tensions are building between Steffy and other members of her family and the Forrester team, and the reason might have something to do with a returning face, Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer. When Ivy left town, her relationship with Steffy was anything but peaceful. Their rivalry over Liam, Scott Clifton, and differing opinions about how Forrester Creations should be run left deep scars. Now Ivy is back, and it looks like she might have an agenda that threatens Steffy's control of the family business. Carter Walton brings Ivy back. A strategic move. One of the key players in Ivy's return is Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor, who has been making some very curious moves lately. Carter's recent enthusiasm for Hope for the Future, HFTF, has raised eyebrows, especially considering the line's ongoing financial struggles. Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., and Steffy have noticed Carter's unwavering support for the brand, but now it seems Carter has another plan in motion. One that involves Ivy Forrester and her cousin Electra Forrester. New character alert. Why would Carter, the Forrester Creations COO, be so invested in Hope for the Future and now in bringing Ivy back into the fold? Some speculate it's more than just business. Could Carter be aligning with Ivy and Electra to push Steffy out of her position of power? Ivy Forrester's return. The battle for Forrester Creations. As Ivy returns to town, it's clear she has unfinished business with Steffy. When she left, it wasn't under the best circumstances, and it seems she's coming back with a vengeance. According to B&B predictions, Ivy may try to undermine Steffy by leveraging her relationships with key Forrester family members, starting with Eric. Recent spoilers suggest that Ivy will go directly to Eric Forrester, claiming that Steffy's personal issues are putting Forrester Creations at risk. She may point to Steffy's tumultuous love life, including her back-and-forth relationship with Liam, as evidence that Steffy is too distracted to run the company effectively. Given Eric's long-standing affection for Ivy, he may just take her side, creating a devastating blow to Steffy's leadership. The Logan and Forrester divide deepens. If Eric sides with Ivy, it could lead to a massive divide within the Forrester family. Battle lines are already being drawn and things could get ugly. While Steffy has Ridge firmly in her corner, Eric's alliance with Ivy and Carter may shake things up. Surprisingly, we could see Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, and Ridge on opposing sides for once. Brooke has always been a fierce advocate for her daughter, Hope Logan Annika Noel, and if she sees this as a way to protect Hope's interests, she may demand that Ridge join her in supporting Eric and Ivy. However, Ridge has made it clear that he thinks Hope for the future is a sinking ship and should be shut down, so he's unlikely to cross lines just to keep the peace with Brooke. Expect plenty of family drama as Steffy, Ridge, and their allies go head-to-head with Eric, Ivy, and Carter for control of Forrester Creations. With so many egos and agendas at play, it's anyone's guess who will come out on top. Liam Spencer's panic over Ivy's advances. While the power struggle at Forrester Creations intensifies, Liam Spencer finds himself in a familiar yet uncomfortable position, caught between two women. Ivy's return to Los Angeles could mean trouble for Liam, especially since he's still trying to work things out with Hope. But as we know, Ivy has never truly gotten over Liam, and with Hope continuously rejecting his advances, Ivy may see this as her chance to reignite their past romance. Liam's main goal right now is to win Hope back, despite her insistence that they're over for good. In recent episodes, Liam has been relentless in his pursuit of Hope, even going so far as to tell his father Bill Spencer Don Diamant, and his brother Wyatt Spencer Darren Brooks, that he won't take no for an answer. But with Ivy back in town, Liam could find himself facing new challenges, especially if Ivy starts making moves. B&B predictions suggest that Ivy's return may send Liam into a panic. He's desperate to prove to Hope that he's a changed man and that he only wants her. But Ivy has always had a soft spot for Liam, and if she starts pursuing him again, it could complicate his already rocky relationship with Hope. A new love triangle? Ivy, Liam, and RJ. What's the bold and the beautiful without a classic love triangle? While Ivy's advances may throw Liam off balance, there could be another player in this love game, RJ Forrester, Joshua Hoffman. Although Ivy's interest in Liam is well established, she could also form a new connection with RJ, who is trying to make his mark in the family business. As Ridge and Brooke's son, RJ has been growing more involved at Forrester Creations, and it wouldn't be surprising if Ivy's return leads to some flirtation between the two. If RJ becomes smitten with Ivy, we could see a whole new level of drama, especially if Liam starts to realize he's not the only man in Ivy's orbit. Elektra Forrester, a new power player. Let's not forget the wild card in this scenario, Elektra Forrester. As Ivy's cousin, Elektra's introduction to Forrester Creations could shake things up in a big way. B&B spoilers suggest that Elektra will join Ivy in pitching their jewelry line to the company, but their arrival won't be as smooth as they expect. Steffy is already on edge about Ivy's return, and she's likely to view Elektra as a threat to her own position at the company. However, if Eric supports Ivy and Elektra's jewelry line, it could spell disaster for Steffy's leadership. Elektra's presence may also stir up more personal drama, as she tries to establish herself in both the business and social spheres of Los Angeles. Steffy fights back. Will she push Ivy out of LA again? Steffy isn't one to back down from a fight, and we expect her to go to great lengths to protect her position at Forrester Creations. If Eric sides with Ivy and Carter, Steffy may feel cornered, but she's not without her own allies. Ridge, of course, will stand by his daughter, and they may work together to oust Ivy and Elektra from Forrester Creations, and possibly from Los Angeles altogether. In a past confrontation, Steffy made it clear that she didn't want Ivy around, and she especially didn't want Ivy near Liam. If she feels threatened by Ivy's return, both personally and professionally, we could see Steffy resort to extreme measures to get rid of her rival once and for all. Conclusion. Will Eric's betrayal lead to Steffy's downfall? As the tension builds at Forrester Creations, One thing is certain, Eric's decision to side with Ivy could have far-reaching consequences. If he truly believes that Steffy's personal issues are putting the company at risk, we may see him take drastic action to support Ivy's vision for the future. This would be a shocking betrayal for Steffy, who has always counted on her grandfather's support. Meanwhile, Liam's love life continues to spiral out of control as he tries to fend off Ivy's advances while pursuing Hope. With Ivy back in town and ready to cause trouble, it's only a matter of time before things come to a head. Will Liam be able to resist Ivy's charm? Will Steffy be able to hold on to her power at Forrester Creations? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. The Bold and the Beautiful is about to get even more dramatic. Major drama set to unfold next week on The Bold and the Beautiful. Next week on The Bold and the Beautiful promises to shake up the world of Forrester Creations FC, with unexpected twists and turns. Two familiar faces, Will Spencer and Carter Walton, are at the heart of this dramatic storm. But just as things heat up for these men, a mysterious new figure arrives in town, Elektra Forrester. Could she be the spark that ignites Will's world, while Carter veers into unexpected territory in the boardroom? Let's dive deep into the spoilers for next week. If you're a fan who loves tension, passion, and shocking moves, you won't want to miss what's coming up on B&B. Stick around for in-depth speculation, theories, and what these bold moves could mean for our favorite characters. Part 1. Will Spencer meets Elektra Forrester, a life-changing collision. Will's apprenticeship at Forrester Creations. As Will Spencer Finnegan George starts his apprenticeship at FC, he's about to encounter more than just spreadsheets and design concepts. B&B spoilers suggest that Will's focus is less on learning the ropes of the fashion business and more on soaking in the beauty that surrounds him, particularly the stunning women who work for the company. However, his carefree days of admiring from afar are about to come to a screeching halt. Enter Elektra Forrester, played by Linnea Grace, a new character with deep Forrester roots. She's Eric Forrester's brother's granddaughter, and she's here to shake things up at FC. Will's smitten, but this isn't your ordinary office crush. This is obsession. Elektra's arrival. Will's world turned upside down when Will collides with Elektra in the halls of Forrester Creations. Sparks fly literally. This collision isn't just physical. It symbolizes Will's abrupt shift in focus. Forget the other models. Forget the grand ambitions he might have had. Elektra is the only person he can see. She's a breath of fresh air, but also a dangerous distraction. Part 2. Carter Walton on the edge of a breakdown. The unraveling of Carter Walton. Meanwhile, over in the boardroom, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, is making waves. Known for his calculated decisions, Carter suddenly goes rogue next week. His sudden change in behavior has everyone at FC wondering what's going on with him. The spoilers suggest that Carter's new romantic interest, Hope Logan Annika Noel, might have something to do with this. Steffy Forrester's suspicions. Carter and Hope's bond. Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, has long been wary of Carter's growing connection with Hope. When she sees how far Carter is willing to go to protect Hope's design line, she becomes even more suspicious. Is Carter truly looking out for FC's best interests, or is he blinded by love? Rumor has it that Steffy won't sit back quietly. She might confront Carter in a heated boardroom showdown, accusing him of using his power to shield Hope from criticism. But there's more. Carter's decision to back the Forrester family's jewelry line, a project spearheaded by Ivy and Elektra, further complicates the situation. Is Carter playing favorites, or does he genuinely believe in their vision? Part 3. Will Spencer and Carter Walton. Two men on dangerous paths. Will's growing infatuation, a conflict between his parents. Will's obsession with Elektra isn't just a passing phase. His father, Bill Spencer Don Diamant, is proud to see his son taking after him, embracing a larger-than-life persona at FC. But Katie Logan Heather Tom, Will's mom, sees trouble brewing. She worries that her son is becoming too much like his father, a notorious womanizer. Katie might soon confront Bill about their son's behavior. This could lead to a battle between Will's parents, each pulling him in a different direction. Will Bill encourage his son's newfound confidence with Elektra, or will Katie try to protect Will from heartbreak and professional humiliation? Carter's career in jeopardy, romance and risk. As Carter navigates his relationship with Hope and the escalating tension with Steffy, he's also putting his career at risk. The spoilers suggest that Carter's boardroom antics could lead to professional consequences. Will Eric Forrester, John McCook, step in to put an end to Carter's reckless decisions, or will he side with him, recognizing his loyalty to Hope? Next week could see Carter going toe-to-toe with Eric and Steffy, defending his decisions with passionate conviction. But how far is Carter willing to go to protect Hope? And will it cost him everything he's worked for at FC? Part 4. The Elektra Effect, How One Woman Changes Everything. Elektra's role at FC more than just a pretty face? Elektra isn't just here to cause trouble. She's ambitious and has her sights set on making her mark in the fashion world. Along with her Aunt Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, Elektra plans to introduce a new jewelry line at FC. But their arrival is met with resistance, especially from Steffy. Could Elektra's presence cause a permanent shift in the power dynamics at Forrester Creations? And how will her blossoming relationship with Will affect her role in the company? Part 5. Predictions. The fallout from Will's obsession and Carter's recklessness. The endgame for Will Spencer. Will's infatuation with Elektra could lead to several outcomes. Will Katie's intervention snap him out of it, or will his obsession only grow stronger? Could Elektra reciprocate his feelings, or will she use Will's crush to her advantage, perhaps for business or personal gain? There's also the question of how Bill will handle the situation. Will he continue to encourage his son's carefree attitude, or will he eventually step in to rein him back? Carter Walton's fate. Will he lose everything? As Carter continues to walk the line between professionalism and his personal feelings for Hope, he's playing a dangerous game. If Steffy's suspicions continue to grow, it could spell disaster for Carter. Will he be forced out of FC, or will he manage to hold on to his position and his relationship with Hope? A week of drama ahead on Bold and the Beautiful. Next week on The Bold and the Beautiful promises non-stop drama, as Will Spencer's obsession with Elektra Forrester reaches new heights, and Carter Walton's risky behavior threatens to derail his career. With tension mounting at Forrester Creations, anything could happen. Stay tuned to Bold and Beautiful for you for daily updates, spoilers, and in-depth discussions as we dissect every twist and turn in these storylines. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any breaking news on your favorite soap characters. Is Phoebe Forrester, Steffy's twin, undergoing a soap opera-like resurrection? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Phoebe Forrester has been mentioned a lot lately. Therefore, we need to figure out what B&B's perspective is. Is Phoebe going to have a soap opera resurrection? Despite being identical twins at first, the show changed their roles and used recasts to make Phoebe and Steffy fraternal twins. Unfortunately, Phoebe died in Rich Forrester's arms after being involved in a vehicle accident in 2008. Or did she? Given Sheila Sharp's most recent major plot point in all of the drama surrounding Sugar, also known as Janet Weber, we have seen how even an on-screen death can be reversed with a sufficiently soap operatic explanation. Perhaps B&B might fabricate a bizarre tale in which a Phoebe impersonator truly died. Or perhaps she was surreptitiously taken away for medical care, much like John Finnegan was in the past. Perhaps Phoebe has been in a long-term coma at a facility in Europe. A completely other plot about who covertly saved Phoebe and why might emerge. In any case, hearing about Phoebe so frequently lately has been strange. In recent weeks, Ridge, Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and Taylor Hayes in particular have all expressed how much they miss Phoebe. We haven't heard anything about Phoebe in years, but now we hear about her often. That's a fascinating shift that might indicate a Phoebe-related plot point is being developed. Naturally, Phoebe's family would be shocked if she returned to Los Angeles out of the blue. A DNA test to verify Phoebe's identity, and the possibility of impersonation claims might lead to a potential fraud tale and lab manipulation. However, Phoebe might actually be alive, with a compelling tale to tell and real DNA proof to support her identification. It would undoubtedly be a terrific method to reunite Ridge and Taylor if Phoebe came back from the dead. In the event that Phoebe restores the Tritch family, Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, could end up as a loser in a love triangle. In any case, we'll give you additional predictions about whether Phoebe will make a surprising return because all of these references could have some significance. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Phoebe's reappearance would have a significant impact on Ridge, Taylor, Steffy, and Thomas Forrester. Matthew Atkinson. Keep checking back for any exciting developments. Steffy responds to Carter's covert invitation to Ivy and Elektra. According to Tuesday, October 22nd spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan will never be able to forget Carter Walton and all of their passionate moments together. Because of this, Hope will appear to be very preoccupied until Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, discovers her and stops all of her nostalgia. Brooke might become quite worried, but Hope will unavoidably become agitated and attempt to ignore her mother's inquiries. Brooke will probably be concerned that Hope is having more fantasies about John Finn Finnegan, but Hope will assure him that she has moved on from him. Brooke might start to question if Hope is instead daydreaming about Liam Spencer, but Hope would dismiss that thought as well. Hope may caution Brooke that she won't be beginning a new chapter with her ex, because she believes a reunion with Liam will end disastrously. Hope might share the latest Carter developments, but she appears determined to keep their developing affair a secret. Brooke might wonder who her daughter has been thinking about if Hope keeps things vague. Despite Hope's ability to avoid actually sleeping with Carter, it might not be long until they do. Carter will have a significant statement to make in the interim. Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes will be curious about what's going on when Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, unexpectedly appears. Carter will acknowledge that he encouraged Ivy to come make an exciting presentation with her niece, Elektra Forrester, Linnea Grace. Carter will be optimistic about it, because Elektra and Ivy have been collaborating on a new jewelry collection. However, Steffy will believe that Carter ought to have discussed this information with her before asking Ivy and Elektra to present their proposal. As Ivy rejoins B&B and Elektra makes her debut, Steffy and Carter will argue. Regarding the potential success of Ivy and Elektra's line for Forrester Creations, Carter will offer some optimistic forecasts, but Steffy will be far more pessimistic. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy and Carter's conflict will only worsen from here on out, so tune in for more details on the corporate mayhem. Hope's cancelled line tears a couple apart after Brooke kicks Ridge out of the house? According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester may be preparing for major issues in their relationship. Since Taylor Hayes has returned to town, Ridge and Brooke have already encountered some difficulties. Although Brooke was able to move past the entire chakra alignment episode at the Cliff House, further problems are likely to arise. When Steffy Forrester alluded to Brooke's response if they dropped Hope Logan's line, she was foreshadowing the drama to come. If Ridge helps Steffy get rid of Hope for the future, Brooke will undoubtedly see it as a personal jab at Hope and won't be pleased with him. But since Steffy and Ridge appear more gloomy than ever, they could be forced to break the awful news. What is Brooke going to do if Hope's line is indeed cancelled? This may easily result in a heated argument between Ridge and Brooke that could tear them apart. In the aftermath, Brooke might evict Ridge from her home, which might allow him to remain somewhere else and eventually give in to Taylor. Ridge might use it as a pretext to get back into bed with his ex, even though Brooke might see it as a passing phase rather than a serious breakup. It's obvious that Ridge still harbors feelings for Taylor, therefore it won't be long until he takes action. Ridge may decide to distance himself from Brooke as a result of Hope's missed line, which would also allow him to entice Taylor even more. Do you believe Hope's line will be discontinued? Will Ridge leave the house and go straight to bed with Taylor as a result of Brooke's rage? Stay tuned for updates on their possible reunion and all the B&B drama that could ensue, as it appears probable that Taylor will eventually get another opportunity with Ridge. When Liam captures Hope and Carter together for the first time, does the reunion bubble burst? According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer might be about to have a nasty awakening. Fans of B&B are aware that Liam is hopeful that he can mend his relationship with Hope Logan and eventually reunite their family. Liam has made the decision to show Hope that he is completely devoted to her, after he veered off course too frequently in the past. Although Liam believes that will be a successful tactic, there is a hidden obstacle in his path. Liam has some serious competition, as Hope is already seeing Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. This is particularly true given that Hope has previously turned Liam down several times. However, Liam will continue to attempt to demonstrate that another romantic chapter is a good idea, because he isn't ready to give up on Hope just yet. Regretfully, the bubble around Liam's reunion will eventually collapse. Naturally, we also know that despite Carter's apparent enthusiasm, Steffy Forrester has no faith in Hope's line. In the upcoming episodes, Steffy and Carter will argue about hope for the future and much more. Liam might then become involved in the hopes of being able to assist in some way. Liam might visit Carter's house to come up with fresh ideas for saving Hope's line because he values what she is doing for him. Hope recently informed Carter that she wasn't prepared to have sex with him, but that could soon change. What if Hope's first date with Carter is ruined by Liam showing up at the wrong time? One day, Liam might come to the door and discover that Carter has forgotten to lock it. Because B&B characters tend to open unlocked doors, Liam might just go right in and get a good look. If Liam was to walk in on Hope and Carter hooking up on the couch, it would be an obvious message to him. When it comes to pursuing his ex-wife, Liam would undoubtedly recognize it's a bit too late. Of course, if Carter and Hope choose to carry out the deed in the Forrester design office, the same twist might occur. It's still possible for Liam to interrupt and reveal something depressing, which could end his hopes of reuniting Hope right now. Our projections suggest that as Liam learns more about Hope and Carter's romantic relationship, he could have to lick his wounds. Hope torn, Will's future, Elektra sizzles, and Ivy returns. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, a teaser clip for the week of October 21, 2024, has been made public. It depicts Ivy Forrester coming back to Los Angeles. Will Spencer and Elektra Forrester had a fascinating chance encounter. Additionally, Hope Logan is conflicted over Lawrence St. Victor's shirtless Carter Walton. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Ivy Forrester is back. Ivy comes to Los Angeles and visits Forrester Creations, according to B&B spoilers for the week of October 21st. When Ivy meets with Carter, she most likely lets him know that she plans to return. Carter then takes Ivy to the office of Jacqueline McInnes Wood's character, Steffy Forrester Finnegan. When Steffy looks up, she is knee-deep in work at her desk. To Steffy's amazement, Ivy greets her with a broad smile. Spoilers for B&B. Will Spencer's benefits. He raves about the benefits of working at Forrester Creations while he is with Will. Will reiterates that he only applied there because of the stunning models. Even while that may be the case, boasting about it in front of his superiors is probably not very wise. Anyway, Will discusses the benefits of working for Forrester Creations with Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, and Hope. Elektra Forrester's intriguing bond. According to previews for the week of October 21st on The Bold and the Beautiful, Will may be attracted to every model, but he does find someone special. Will practically bumps into Ivy's niece in a promotional video. Will's mouth drops when he looks into Elektra's eyes after assisting her in picking up her spilled belongings. Elektra is obviously just as enamored with Will based on the way she is grinning at him. Spoilers for the week of October 21, 2024 on The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans will also be able to witness what transpires between Carter and Hope throughout the week of October 21. Hope stopped the passion even though they made out passionately and began tearing each other's clothes off. How will Hope respond when Carter shares his heart? There are hints that Hope might find herself in another romantic triangle. Could Hope's choice result in Carter's departure, as Steffy previously hinted at? Keep an eye out for all the soap opera drama, as Hope will need to tread lightly with this one. During the week of October 21, 2024, whose narrative are you most excited to see? What do you think will happen to Will, Brooke, Elektra, and Ivy? How will Steffy, Carter, Hope, and the other characters fare in the future? A boost for the Forrester family. Spoilers for the week of October 21 to 25 for The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. As an elderly character makes a dramatic comeback and a new figure enters the scene, the Forrester family is set to expand by 2 members. Who will emerge in the world of fashion? Take a look at all the fascinating information below. Greetings from Ivy Forrester again. Actress Ashley Brewer will play Ivy Forrester again this week, according to B&B spoilers. Ivy is the niece of Eric Forrester, John McCook, as viewers may remember, and given their lip lock from her last appearance on the soap opera, there's a potential she may start dating Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. However, given who she will be sharing the small screen with, perhaps she will be interested in another male lead. On Tuesday, October 22nd, viewers of B&B can anticipate seeing Ivy on the soap opera. Additional teasers reveal that she will appear in scenes alongside Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood. Will there be any sparks between Ivy and Carter during Tuesday's performance? The arrival of a new Forrester. Accompanying Elektra Forrester, played by newcomer Linnea Grace, is Eric's granddaughter and Ivy's niece. On Tuesday, October 22nd, she will also be included in the B&B painting. Grace starred in Avicii's Wake Me Up music video and the film 72 Hours. There has been speculation that Elektra might be Will Spencer's, Crew Morrow's, new love interest. B&B spoilers for Wednesday, October 23rd suggest that the two will first meet and that their chemistry will be evident. Is the addition of Elektra and Ivy exciting to you? Post your opinions in the space provided for comments. For the latest Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news, and updates, check CTS every day and watch the B&B on CBS frequently to see all the drama. Does Luna's betrayal cause a mental health crisis? Poppy snaps? According to spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Penelope Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, is essentially forgotten by Bill Spencer, Don Diamont. Poppy deserves a shocking plot point because she has been missing for a long time. Would Poppy be devastated by Luna Nozawa's, Lisa Yamada, treachery and murderous frame job? Will Poppy lose it and turn into an even more heinous evil than Luna? Let's discuss the options after you finish reading. Spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa's arrest. After being busted, Luna was arrested, according to B&B spoilers. Luna murdered Tom star Clint Howard, her presumed biological father. In addition, Luna confined a drug Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, in a cage and killed her close friend Paul Hollister, Hollis W. Chambers. Fortunately, Tanner Novlan's character John Finnegan defies orders. As Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, tackled Luna, Finn followed his instincts and located Steffy. Luna was then forced to admit to her imprisoned mother that she was the cause of all the atrocities. Furthermore, Luna was slandering her own mother. Bill Spencer's change. For months, he was completely enamored with Poppy while dating Bill Spencer, Don Diamont. Bill then learned of Luna's transgressions. It was decided that Poppy should move out, notwithstanding her strong affection for Bill. Katie Logan, Heather Tom, was cautioned by Poppy that she still has hope for Bill. At the same time, Poppy hasn't been in contact with us recently. Spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Lee Finnegan's assistants. Lee and Poppy had been at odds for decades, according to spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful. Lee felt awful for her sister's suffering when Poppy was falsely accused and exonerated. In the end, Poppy stayed with Lee. But every time Lee discusses Luna, it's not with terror, shock, or even grief. It's disdain and disdain. Therefore, Lee will never forgive her transgressions, even if Luna receives mental health therapy and recovers. Poppy is at the other extreme of the spectrum. Poppy is horrified, yet she is unable to fully let go of Luna. Brooke Logan plots Taylor's eviction. According to this week's teasers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, exposes her husband in a compromising situation with his ex-wife. Brooke seems blissfully unaware of the relationship between Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, and Ridge Forrester, Torsten K. What is being straddled directly in front of her is too much for her to ignore. Below are spoilers for what will happen next on Bold and Beautiful. Spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful. Ridge Forrester is getting lost. In order to help his ex-wife Taylor get over her broken heart syndrome, Ridge Forrester is devoted and committed. It turns out that Ridge and Taylor need to align their chakras, since it's far more complicated than viewers of Bold and the Beautiful realize, when she walks in on them straddling one another and staring into each other's eyes this week on the CBS soap opera. Brooke, who has no idea that Taylor is sick, demands an explanation. Does Brooke Logan have a chance? B&B spoilers. B&B teasers indicate that Brooke is horrified and distraught by Ridge's growing intimacy with his ex-wife. Brooke genuinely believed that Ridge had finally chosen her after decades of struggle. Since Taylor was no longer there, Brooke was obviously his only option. Does Brooke have a shot now that she's back in town? Taylor needs to leave town, which is the obvious solution to Brooke Logan's issue. More people, possibly including Brooke Logan, will find out this week that Taylor is ill. Brooke might join the Save Taylor bandwagon and persuade Ridge that his ex-wife's daily presence is worsening her illness and may even be fatal. Spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful. Is Brooke Logan attempting to drive Taylor Hayes out? Additionally, Brooke might be able to assist Ridge locate a specialist who treats broken heart syndrome miraculously. It just so happens that the physician is halfway around the world in another country. However, that can backfire, and Ridge might insist on accompanying Taylor. There are viewers of Bold and the Beautiful who believe that Taylor is fabricating her illness. If this is true, Brooke Logan could prove it, and Ridge would never forgive her. Do you believe Brooke's efforts to retain Ridge Forrester will go too far? Everyone is talking about Carter Walton. Spoilers for Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Hint that Hope and Steffy are thinking about Carter. There are questions for Brooke Logan. Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, a man she never gave any consideration to or a second glance at until a few weeks ago, is at the center of Hope Logan's Annika Noel flurry of thoughts about the new possibilities in her life. But now that he is focusing on her, it seems that's all it takes for Hope to fall in love. Hope is sitting at the desk in the design office when Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, notices her daydreaming and is desperate to find out what's happening. There is only one possible explanation for Hope's altered behavior. A new man has entered her life. Will Hope keep her new man a secret from her mother, or will she tell her? Brooke does not believe Hope should have another office relationship like she had with Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, even though she is relieved that Hope is no longer fixated on John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin. Liam Spencer Scott Clifton, who mistreated Brooke for years, is someone Brooke would much rather Hope win back. According to B&B spoilers, Steffy Forrester has a few complaints. Jacqueline McInnes Wood's character Steffy Forrester Finnegan, meanwhile, is upset to hear that Carter has been making choices for Forrester Creations without consulting her. Carter's impassioned appeal for hope and hope for the future somewhat surprised her, but she assumed it would end there. Steffy now finds out that Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, and her sister Electra Forrester Linnea Grace were hired by Carter to design a new jewelry collection for Forrester Creations. Steffy won't accept the fact that he didn't even consult her about it. Since she is in control, she finds Carter's liberties unacceptable. When Steffy shares her worries with Ridge Forrester, played by Torsten Kay, he doesn't seem to care. Instead, Steffy confronts Carter about it, and he defends himself. Carter thinks he can make decisions like this because he has worked for the organization long enough. It appears that Steffy and Carter are going to go to battle. Hold off till she discovers Carter's true intentions with Hope.